Hello, Joshua. This is Ross Kroeker with the Golf Digest Challenge. Thank you for sending your swing in for me to take a look at. Let's go back to the beginning. Got a really nice looking golf swing, Joshua. Here are my comments with what I would like to see you do. I'm going to bring up a model, Grant Wade, here for us to take a look at. I'm going to add some swing plane lines in with Grant. And let's watch as Grant gets started back. And what we'll see is the club face and his hands right in the same space. As he continues up, the golf club's right in between the two lines. On your side, Joshua, your golf club is underneath the plane line. You can see it inside of your hands a little bit. And notice the position, how it's closer to the bottom line, a little bit inside compared with where Grant is on the right side of the screen. Now we'll watch as Grant continues up toward the top, and his hands are on the top line there. Yours are going to be underneath it, which is okay. His club drops back down right in between the two lines. I'll freeze him right there and allow you to continue up. And that's a good position at the top of the swing. As you come down, see the golf club closer to the bottom line there, the angle of the shaft here as it comes that way versus right here with where Grant is. So that's going to influence your ability to get to the proper impact position. Now let me clear off our lines and go back to the beginning here with each of you. And I'd like to comment on your posture just a little bit here, because I think it's very important with what's happening in your swing. Notice we draw this line on Grant's leg here, or if you matched up the seam on the side of his pants at the top versus the bottom, it would be right in line. You're sitting back quite a bit in your stance there. That may contribute to the club coming inside in the backswing, and as you move down into closer to impact, you see how much you've had to change your body position there, your legs. See how much your legs have had to move compared with what we see with Grant here. And it's a different type of motion. So I'd really like you to make that adjustment. I'd recommend making that adjustment there so you have more of the look of what we see with Grant on the right side. Now, as we look from a face-on view, notice the angle that Grant has with his hands slightly forward of the club head. Yours is pretty straight up and down here. Get a little, maybe slightly forward, not as much as what we see with Grant. Now, let's watch when we get to impact, the difference in the position here. Grant has increased his angle by about 10 degrees. And let me back you up a little bit. To be fair, you haven't quite hit the ball yet, and we don't get the shot right at impact there. But you can see as you go forward versus what the look that Grant has here. So as we go back a frame, see how straight Grant's leg is as he turns into that side. You're leaning back. And again, I think that part of that goes back to your posture. I think it'll be easier to get into a better impact position or through impact from that improved position with your posture. Now, I also think you need to work directly on where you're trying to get as you hit the golf ball. I'd like you to start off as if you were going to hit a little chip shot, and see the position that Grant gets into as he moves through, how low to the ground the club stays, how extended his arms are here as he's compressed the ball into the ground. On your side here, Joshua, it's more the look that you're coming up as you go through impact. What I'd recommend that you do is start off with just some really short swings, and for everybody, this is a good way to work on all parts of your game. I'd start off hitting some really short chip shots, trying to get the ball to go as low as you can, how would your body move? How would the shaft be angled? Your hands would be much forward when you hit, and your body will be turned through a little bit more with the right side when you're hitting a chip shot. So that's what I would have you start to work with. Good luck with your golf swing, and thanks again for sending it in.